priest and a nun are driving back from a religious festival one night when they get caught in a blizzard. They try and keep going, but their car ends up breaking down on a dark road. There is no garage in sight, but they do see the lights of a small hotel in the near distance. So they decide to stay in the hotel and look for a mechanic to fix their car in the morning. But when they get to reception, they find the hotel only has one double room available. The priest, being a gentleman, says to the nun, "Don't worry, you can take the bed and I'll sleep on the sofa, just in this unusual circumstance that we have to spend the night together." "You are right," the nun replies. "The Lord wouldn't object to us spending the night in the same room just this once." So the pair prepare for bed, say their prayers and settle down to sleep, but the nun keeps tossing and turning. Finally she calls out, "Father, Father, I'm cold." So the priest gets up from his warm spot on the sofa and goes and gets a blanket from the cupboard, which he then places over the nun, then asks, "Is that better, sister?" "Yes, Father, much better," she replies. So he gets back on the sofa and starts to nod off. After only a few minutes the nun calls out again, "Father, farther, I'm still very, very cold." The priest gets up from his warm spot on the sofa a second time and goes and gets the nun another blanket out of the cupboard and places it over her, ensuring she is tucked into the bed well. "Is that better, sister?" he asks. "Oh yes, Father, that's much better," she says. The priest then gets back on the sofa, he nods off, but just as he is starting to dream the priest wakes up to the nun's call of, "Father, Father, I'm just so cold." She then says, "Father, I don't think the Lord would object, since it's so very chilly, if we spent the night keeping each other warm as if we were husband and wife. No one but you, myself, and the Lord himself will ever know what happens here this night. So what do you think, Father?" The priest thinks on this for a minute and says, "Okay, sister, just for tonight, we will act as though we are married." Then says, "Get up and get your own bloody blanket, you lazy cow." Then turns over to fall asleep.